And we're back live. Psycho Eliana.
Yes. Nothing happens after that. Like, it actually gets worse after that. From what I've seen, he just get worse. Because after that happened, we went back to the house and it was just a
Psycho Eliana. All right, we back live. Yeah, you know we coming. We banging. We banging. We gotta analyze this shit, y'all.
being an adolescent. One time I had fell asleep, like I was smoking weed, like heavy, because I just wanted to escape. I just wanted to get away. So I would I would sneak out the window at night, go all the way away from the house, like far away. Like, you know how you would sneak out the house and go by your friend's house that's like 2 blocks away? Absolutely not. I was all the way in another part of the city. Like, I would get in the car with people, go all the way just to escape, just to get away. I would smoke weed a lot at nighttime. I would just sneak out the window or sneak out the house, smoke weed behind his back, because we had lived in 2 separate parts of the house. Like, it was like an efficiency in the back, so it was like disconnected from the house but still together. So he didn't really know to keep tabs on me. He didn't know where I was. He didn't really even care. He didn't care that didn't come check on me or anything. He didn't even have his magnetic receptor wasn't even available to have some type of connection to me to know if I was going or if I was doing some fucked up shit. You know, like when you could feel when somebody doing something, if that wasn't even there. So I basically did what I wanted. And one time I smoked some weed and I laid down and I went to sleep, and I didn't even know that I went to sleep. And I remember that I was on the phone with somebody, and my VicDamoane sister, I fell asleep on my stomach, but when I woke up, I was on my back. But when I woke up, she was over me in like this hysterical type of manner, and she was like, she was calling me Vel at the time. That was my VicDamoane age, so she was like, Vel, like trying to wake me up, and I remember like hearing her and coming out of the sleep, like coming out of the sleep room or whatever, and it was like a mist of like, I felt myself being pulled in between these realms. I don't know, it was weird. It was like I was being pulled between like darkness and reality. It was like that, and she was like, where were you? Like, when I finally woke up, I felt really light. When I woke up, I felt really light. I felt that kind of not what do you call it, delirious. I kind of felt delirious, like I was like in this woozy kind of state. And she was like, I know that the weed wasn't laced or anything like that. This was just an experience that I had. And so she was like, where were you? Like, and I'm like, what do you mean? Where was I? I was sleeping. I was right here. I've been here the whole time. She was like, no, my nigga, you were gone. Like, she was looking around the room and like panicking almost, because she said that I left and that she couldn't see me, and she went around the house to find me, but I wasn't nowhere to be found. And I was like, I've been asleep this whole time. Like, I remember, because we was trying to go back and backtrack. Wow, like, when did I get up? And I remember getting up one time, but that was because I was going to the kitchen to put a plate up or something that I had, because I was eating something, and I went back to the room. But I don't think she seen me. But I asked her, I said, did you come to this room after I walked away so that you could see them? And she said, I checked everywhere. She said, I checked this room, I checked the bathroom. I thought she was maybe iffy, like using the bathroom. I went outside, I checked around the house, you was nowhere to be found. I was like, yo, you scaring me, like, just chill out. Like, if you plan with me, like, let me know you plan with me. She was like, no, you were gone. And I was like, she said, I even picked up the phone because I was still on the phone with the person. And she was like asking them where I was. She was like asking them. And I was like, got back on the phone. I'm like, you know what she talking about? She was like, no. Well, I was on the phone with a guy. He was like, no, I don't know what she's talking about. I just know you haven't been asleep for that long because I'm still up or whatever on the phone. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. But I was basically gone. But I wanted to escape so much that this experience happened to me. And when I woke up, I was technically gone. And a couple, like maybe like a month or 2 after that happened, it was getting my reality was getting very dark for me. And I did not like how I was feeling. Like, I started my body started to not eat things just to compensate my happiness. Like I was always trying to get out the house or be outside to compensate me being happy. And all of a sudden, one day, I was out and about with my VicDamoane sister, the same girl. I was out with her. We was having fun. We was chilling, and it was about maybe 15 minutes before 30 minutes or 15 minutes before 10 o'clock, and I was waiting on the bus to go back home. But the intervals of the bus take about, depending on certain days, take about 30 minutes to an hour to come. So I had to wait on the bus. So it took me well over the time that I was supposed to make it home. So he called me on the phone. And he's like, if you don't make, he was very angry with me. He's like, if you don't make it home right now, then, you know, you're not going to like the results. Like as if he was going to hurt me or do something to me or whatever. So I'm like, fuck this nigga. Like, because at that time, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to make it in time at home to, I'm already on my way, but you don't want to communicate. This is the thing. It always boiled down to communicating. And because he didn't want to communicate, he wanted to just unleashing all his frustrations out on me. And so during that time, I was like, I don't got time to go home and get beat. I'm not down for that. Like I'm not. This nigga,
I'm waiting for my beating.
It's not funny. But that shit is real.
I don't have time to go home and get my ass whipped right now.
For real, because
fuck, I'm running late. Yo, that shit was funny the way you said it.
That was that serious to me. I was like, I'm not trying to go. I don't got time to get my ass beat. Like I had a good day today. All he had to do was ask me where I was, why I took so. You know, all he had to do was ask just what you tell me to do in moments when I feel stuff. Ask questions, communicate. That's all he had to do. But he want to take it a step further. And then, you're not gonna like the consequences. How you think that make me feel after just getting beat a month ago because you didn't like the fact that I didn't wash a couple dishes when I had the attitude to get up and wash them? It's just crazy to me. It was crazy to me how he responded to certain things. So I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm not going back home. And then, of course, my VicDamoane sister, she was putting the battery in my back. So she was like, yeah, you don't got to go. But she was like, kind of like, no, some shit. Like, kind of on a slick because she didn't really have nowhere to go either. And, you know, it was one of them type of parties. And she was like, yeah, you don't got to go back home. You already, like, you can be with me. I'm like, bitch, you live out your car. But I'm going to live with my current boyfriend. Like, that's how it was. It was like I was going to live with my current boyfriend because that's a choice that I made at that time because I didn't have nowhere else to go and I was not about to stay in my car.
We homeless together. It's cold.
It was cold. It was cold during that time too, and I just didn't want to get beat. I didn't want to get fussed at because I didn't want that to happen, and so I wound up deciding not to go back home. And when I decided to do that, the people that, because I was in like programs and stuff, like I was a networker. I'm Aquarius, so I always network my way into my community because that's just me. That's just the person that I am. I want to see different parts of my reality. I want to explore. You know, he never gave me a chance to explore what I would have liked to do. It was always just sit at home in a room and do nothing, and that wasn't my energy. I wanted to get out into the world. I wanted to see revolutionary things that was being done in my community. Like I was always in that type of mind state, and when I needed it, and I got myself into those programs, but he never wanted to make sure that I got there, or I had to do all this myself. I had to make sure that I got from point A to point B to experience what I wanted to.
He didn't support your dreams.
Right, and so after some time, these people that were in the programs, they wound up helping me through the situation. They want, because I started communicating with them. I'm like, yo, I'm in this, I'm doing this, this is happening to me, and they supported me. They supported my dreams. And then he didn't care that much. Like when I sent my VicDamoane sister, the same girl, I sent her back to the house to grab my school uniforms and stuff because I had to go to that school. I sent her to the house to grab my stuff. And she had my stuff all in the bag, and I don't know if it was him or if it was his current wife at the time. Maybe it was both of them. I'm not really sure about that. But when she was grabbing my stuff, she was about to leave, and he was like, why are you taking her stuff? Don't take her stuff with you. And then, I don't know, she said that all my stuff wound up on the ground because they was dumping the bag out to see what they had for me. And he deliberately took my school uniforms and my school shoes and clothes, like actually like shirts that I could put on after school and stuff. Like he took that stuff and left like socks and stockings and a belt and some shit like that, and was like, she could have that. but he took everything else because I don't know why he did that, but he decided to do that instead of it was just a weird situation. Like if I left, why not just let me leave? And but he I don't know if he wanted to see me fail in that moment, and because that was my resources at the time, like that's all I had, and I couldn't go to school with no uniform. So you know what I did? He wasn't trying to get in contact with me prior to that moment of dumping my shit out. He wasn't trying to get in contact with me to see where I was. He wasn't trying to know if I was all right. He was just mad at me still. He wasn't trying to, oh shit, my baby girl ran away. Like, let me try to, he wasn't trying to do none of that. He was just like, okay, well, just mad and, just doing, like, acting childish, responding childish to the situation. So I went to the school and I wound up, telling them my situation, and they wanted to buy me some school uniforms, and I manifested myself back into where I was with him. And actually, I was without him during that time because all those school uniforms that he bought, my school shoes and all my socks and my underwear, my Babylon mom had bought because of the child support that she was giving to him, and that's where that money came from. That during that time, and he was even like. That's just crazy. Like my Babylon mom, he only bought me a certain
graduation.
Oh my God, graduation was the worst part of my existence. Well, not the worst, but I've been through worse. But it was one of the most disappointing times because, like I said, I ran away, so he didn't want to support me which he wasn't supporting me anyway. So this would have happened with or without him. I had to pay my way to like in Babylon, where I came from, you have to have this like budget, this fee to pay to graduate, to get your diploma and get your gown and pay for these things, right? I didn't have no money. I didn't have no job. I'm 17 years old, about to be 18 in like 3 months or whatever at the time. And I don't have nothing. So I had to manifest money to pay for my graduation. So when I talked to the school about what I was going through and the things that I had experienced, I wound up manifesting a waiver for myself from the school to pay for the things to get me through. And so everything got paid for, and I had 15 tickets to the graduation. And it's just symbolic. I didn't really care about the graduation, but it was symbolic for the attitude that was behind an accomplishment, some sort of accomplishment. And I wound up giving majority of the tickets to my Babylon family, which was about 14. Yeah, it was like 13 tickets I gave to my Babylon family. This included all my brothers and sisters. This included my Babylon mom and my Babylon dad and his wife. And everybody in my immediate Babylon family, plus two co-workers that I was dealing with at the time that I felt that I wanted to be there because we were so close. Nobody showed up at my graduation. Nobody showed up except for one co-worker that I was engaged with, and my other co-worker. She actually called me and told me that why she couldn't make it, and it was.
Wow. Damn it.
Go ahead.
So she actually wound up calling me, my other coworker. She wound up calling me before I walked on the stage to let me know why she wasn't able to come. She communicated with me, so I was like, okay, cool, that's not bad. Nobody showed up, and it was, my Babylon mom's excuse was the fact that I didn't give her the tickets myself. I didn't invite her myself, so like I didn't physically give her the invitation. So maybe that was an inclination that maybe I really didn't want her there. It was some bullshit excuse. And my Babylon dad's excuse was that I don't even remember what his excuse was. Because every time that a graduation has showed up, they stayed up the night before. Because my Babylon stepmom, she has this tradition where she makes, remember the lei that I made for you? The flower lei? Mm-hmm. So she makes those for graduations. You make money out of it. You can take money, make those things. You can take flowers and make them. You can take candy and make them. So they, as a tradition, when somebody has a graduation or a ceremony or something like that, they make the leis the night before to gift them to the person the day of. Every time a graduation happened, we stayed up, and I even stayed up to make leis for my brothers or my sister or whoever was graduating, to make sure that we deliberately make it on time the next day to gift it to them. When they came, the one excuse was the fact that they were still making lays. I'm like, well, why would you make it the day of and not make it the night before? It was just so many excuses. And when that was happening, when that was all going on, and I was so hurt because of it, he was actually mad at me because I was mad at the fact that he didn't make it on time. No one showed. When everybody showed up was at the point when I was all the way back at home, taking off my gown and my hat. Like, that's when everybody showed up. And I was like, what in the world? Like, this don't make no sense. Like, what were y'all doing prior to the ceremony? Like, I want to understand it. And why show up now? Like, that was just weird for me. I didn't understand it. But and because I was trying to understand it, he was mad at the fact that I was asking questions and I wanted to understand. But he didn't want to communicate about why or something like that. He's just always in his ego, and you know, he never wants to explain himself. He never wants to communicate why something is happening. So all I could do was assume. All I could do was come up with something in my mind that equated to maybe what had happened or some shit like that. And I just still to this day, I don't truly know what they were doing or why they missed it, or nobody really took the time to communicate with me about what happened. So it's still, even then, it's still just like this lingering thing where I'm just kind of forgetting about it and being like, okay, well, whatever. Knowing everything that I had went through, and like, you know, so it was always like this, I don't care about you feeling that I always got. Like, and he may care about me to some extent, but not enough to the point where he's trying to make everybody know online.
People can only love you as much as they love themselves.
Right. And I understand that. And this is why, and this is another thing that get me upset about the situation with Babylon Dad, because my Babylon sisters and brothers have went through the same thing that I went through. Of course, they had their own experiences, but they've seen. My Babylon sister had went through the moment with me when we were sitting in the room and we wanted to see our mom a little bit before Easter, and he's telling us, like, you could wipe the fucking tears from your eyes because you'll never be able to go see your Babylon mom. You'll never be able to live with her. Telling us this bullshit, and she was the one crying like she was a mama's girl at some point in time in her life, and she was devastated at the fact that she couldn't see her mom. Now, because of the relationship that she had with my Babylon mom, she can't stand. I mean, she has a relationship with my Babylon dad, and he fucking warped her mind so fucking much. She can't stand my Babylon mom for no reason, and all my Babylon mom tried to do was just be there for her. And it's just a real fucked up situation that all the children are in. And I can't. The only thing that makes me can understand why they choose to not address what I'm addressing is because they're afraid. I was once afraid to say everything that I'm saying right now, because my Babylon dad could be scary. He could be scary. He could put no. Absolutely not, but he could be to a child, to an innocent mind that doesn't know right from right, doesn't know better. You know, especially, you know, I just think that they're afraid, and I know that. No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to. I don't think that I ever was afraid, and this is why he kind of resented me the way that he did, because he couldn't get my mind. It's all about my mind. If he could get your mind and mold it to what he want, you would just, it's all good. But if he can't mold your mind, you're useless. He can't do anything with you. And so then there's this thing where it's just like, well, I can't use you anyway, so I don't, what am I supporting here? You know what I mean? It's like one of them type of things.
Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to agree with Eliana on this one. Pops ain't shit. All right.
Some attention from him, just to get a hug, just to get a kiss. I capitalized off of it, and I would just go back to my mundane thing that I was used to do, just sit there and wish for one of those
play
moments.
This game just to get a kiss.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew it. I knew what he was doing to me. And after everything is said and done, I would just sit there and he would try to manipulate me, and I never succumbed to the bullshit. He would always just try to sit back and try to me, this is how I think about it. If you are trying to manipulate,
I'd like to bring a side note. This gasoline was brought to you by the army of VicDamoane. See, all we had to do was go over there and touch, all right, on the daddy issue, and Eliana then opened up. Do you see? I didn't have to go. I didn't have to go and do a whole lot. All right, I didn't have to go over there and do a whole lot. All right. Pops is a bitch. If you go over there and say that, you won't get blocked.
and she showed me the truth, so I got lies.
Okay.
But he never knew that.
Listen to the king of trolls. I am the king. I am your king.
I mean, what?
I will not steer you in the wrong direction.
That's crazy. Right. So I never really let him know where I stood mentally because I didn't have a choice. This was my father. This is why I had to lay my head. Like this was the only thing for me. Like what could I do? I mean, but then I ran away. So at the same time, I did have somewhere to go. But I knew that I couldn't get through to him. I knew that there was no talking. There was no negotiating. There was no communication. So I was just always in my head. And this made me depressed. And after some time, I'm just like, fuck all this shit. It's just a breaking point. I'm like, I'm not going back. No. After the graduation happened, we kind of fell off or whatever. He never, the way he's doing online right now and how he's trying to make everybody believe that he loved me so much and he want me to come back home and all this. Like, no, absolutely not. That's not how it is. Our relationship is not like that. He never called just to check up on me. He never called just to see how I'm doing. I always called him and was telling him about my life. And he's like, well, I'm proud of you. And, saying stuff like that. Like, I'm just proud of you, which I don't think that he really was. I just think that he just, I don't know. It's just one of those weird situations where it's just like that.
Do you think that him doing these videos is to trigger you?
Absolutely. In some form of fashion, whether he's conscious of it or not, it is to trigger me because I do get, like, I could feel myself getting bored up in the inside about it, but then I just shut it out, and then I remember.
Because he's faking, like he truly cares about you when you really want him to really care about you?
Yes, that makes me very angry. Why wouldn't it make a person angry? When you know somebody's faking,
feel that genuine.
I know that it's not there, and I know that it would never be there from that aspect of myself because that's my passion.
Okay. In fairness, we did a much better job. Me and the mayor of Detroit did a much better job roasting Pops than Eliana is doing right now. We didn't pull those punches. We wasn't holding back.
Those moments when I was happy in my life never amounted to this moment. He knows that I'm really, really happy. Being with you.
Then why you got loud on me yesterday?
Well, because it was the trauma there from my childhood, and though I did not intentionally mean to bring it there with you and disrespect you, it is something that triggered because. Like I said earlier, you do represent that masculine energy for me, my father figure. Like even sometimes I tell you certain things that you do, like body gestures, will remind me of like it's just little subtle things. And I know that you're not him, but I can feel the fatherness. I can feel that, like I can feel all that, and it makes me perceive you sometimes in the way that I shouldn't, which is through the lens of how I look at him. And this is why you could quickly become my enemy in those moments, because subconsciously I haven't healed from the traumas that I've dealt with him with. And that's I could feel that. And now I can feel it. Before it was just automatic, like an automatic system that was just running. And now that I connect the dots in my life, and I have to step back and look at myself, and I'm like, damn, like I am treating him how I would treat my father, and that's not fair. That's just not fair, because in those moments when I treat you like that and you say, I don't deserve this, I will love myself way better than this, I feel that I will love myself better than what I love you in those moments. When, better than what I perceive or portray to understand about you in those moments. I extend that to myself. But because of those traumas, it makes me go to my lower self. It makes me go to the depth of what I experienced with him to give that. And I don't want to continue to give that to you because that is a part of me, but that's not the core of who I am. I feel so much more compassion inside of me. I feel so much more understanding inside of me. I feel like there's another level to me responding in those moments more maturely, more understanding in those moments. I just feel more than that. I don't feel like just that. I just feel more than that. And I'm changing, and I will change, and I'm going from that. And I don't want to have those. I don't want to have that disposition with you how I have with him because you're not him. You're healing me from that. Is a difference, and I can't do that. I can't keep doing that because I'll lose you. Now, I'll lose myself in the midst of doing that, and that's not something I want.
Baby, I'm sorry for hitting you. Give me a kiss. Don't cry, Ninja boy.
Yeah, and in the moment,
don't cry.
In the moment, and that's the thing.
Look at Eliana.
I have to get better.
Baby, I'm sorry.
That when I'm calm,
y'all see Eliana,
and everything is like, I know that I have my head on right. I know that I'm thinking straight.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
slinging
slinging the baby at you.
And I even sit to myself and contemplate on the moments when I'm like, when am I going to be tested? Like, but it always comes out the blue. It always just happens when you least expect it. And you just have to always be ready. Always be on top of your game. Like, always being conscious of what you're doing and always paying attention to details. And this is something that I've been slacking on because I've been putting so much of my energy into one avenue and not having energy management and being focused on all of the areas in my life where I need to be. And this is why I slack up because I'm not paying attention. I'm not putting the energy where it needs to be. And that's the only way that I can see it happening is if I'm in that avenue, putting energy and rationalizing and making sure that I'm putting the energy where it needs to be in those moments. That every day and every moment. I would tell that to everybody. Like, you can't just focus on one thing because you could blow that up so big, and that will not be. You could take away from other areas in your life where you need to grow and where you need to look at because you're not paying attention to it. This is you paying attention to the details of your life, to the things that you have going on in your life. And this is why people in Babylon don't grow because all of their attention, all of their focus, all of their energy is on something that's not serving them. It's on something that doesn't really truly grow them in a way. And so you just keep seeing them reliving the same situation over and over and over and over. When it comes to anything, it's not just anger, it's everything. And so just talking, every time I talked about the situation with my Babylon dad, even though I felt like I talked about this a lot. I felt like I said this over and over and over and over. And that's when I feel frustrated too. Because I'm just like, I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over. I wish this shit was just me. But I know that talking about it constantly.
Once you feel that disappointed me.
Okay, well, spray. You tell mama you to spray.
You go into a rage.
Once I feel that I disappointed you, I just feel like I have nothing to live for anymore. Like, I just feel like everything ended. Like I just feel like there's nothing else. Like I just feel like that. Because and the reason why I feel like that is because you're everything to me. Like,
yeah, but I want you to know that you got yourself, you got the baby.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but outside of there's nothing that serves you.
Yeah,
and there's nothing, you have to understand, like, I understand what you're saying. That I have
there's nothing else to live for.
Baby, family.
I have these things. But I know that looking at you, I can look at you as my husband and have that aspect and say, I have all these things, but you're my higher self as well. And if I ever get out of tune with that and I if I just get out of tune with my higher self, then that leads me down a path of destruction. If I disconnect from your mind, if I disconnect from you, that leads me down a path of destruction. And that is not someone I
why you gotta figure out a rage in a moment?
I just think that rage comes from...
Baby, I didn't mean to hit you.
Just like I explained. And
baby, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again.
Perceiving you as my higher self and just losing recollection of that. Losing recollection that you're my higher self and that you're my husband. But looking at you in the lens of... You
my husband, baby. Come on, Stedman.
This is subconscious. This is not...
Come on, Stedman.
Consciously
come on back in, Stedman. It's all right.
Before the Babylon father, the way you responded to your Babylon father was you. You understand what I'm saying? Before...
Yeah, communicating.
Right. But your response was anger.
Not initially. Every time something happened between me and my Babylon father, I always wanted to talk about it. I always wanted to ask questions. And this is what got him angry at me.
How come now that you had that?
Because there was no communication. Communication
was... But now... You can communicate.
Well, if it's a habit, right? From what happened to me as a habit, wanting to communicate and always wanting to do that for
but you can do that now.
I understand that aspect, right? I understand what you're saying. It's and it says this in my chart.
Come on.
Mercury. It says that
turn her into the Incredible Hulk again.
Old habits and stop because my childhood or my upbringing, because my Mercury.
Oh shit.
I'm very attached to what happened to me as I was growing up.
If you do not have by nature on your name,
I'm attached to those habits.
It doesn't matter.
So I have to.
The comments turned off. He turned off the comments. All right, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with that goddamn plate. Come on, Chief. Chief, don't be like that. All right, yeah, I know I went off into a rage, Chief. I'm sorry. Are you bleeding, Chief? Come on now. Come on now. Chief, don't be this way. You know I love you. You made me do that to you. I didn't want to snap out on you, Chief. I'm Eliana. I'm your queen. You know you love me, Chief. You know you love me, Chief. Okay? Every time you look up, I'm going to be there to rub your back. Nature boy, you should have got you a white woman. I bet you wouldn't have had none of these problems. He should have got him a white woman, y'all. All right. I'm saying.
And I communicate and I sit, and even in these moments I sit back to myself and I reevaluate, and I'm like, well, what is wrong with me? Because I'm not communicating right now. Like, I don't know what this is. I'm talking about it. I realized that because of that childhood.
Get out of there, Nature Boy. This is what Ike said to Tina, bro.
It reprogrammed me.
This is what Ike said to Tina, bro. Get out of there, Nature Boy. Abort.
Go back to how I used
to
deal with it, because I'm not the same person.
This is a trap.
It's a new level of itself, and I have an opportunity to communicate, and I have an opportunity to emotionally express myself constructively.
The enemies of man
advantage of it, and I have to
will be the ones of his own household.
And consciously and subconsciously apply.
You better ship her ass out,
so
nigga.
I can see the results that that I want.
This is a setup. All right, man. Look, where's Tommy?
Every time it came to my father or something, I never.
This bitch is crazy, man. You better look, man. That it was fully addressed. You done fell in love with this bitch, man. God damn, nigga, boy.
Say it to the person that I wanted to say it to. Like, I'm talking to you about it, and I'm talking to everybody else about it, but it doesn't. To me, in my the way that I perceive it sometimes, it doesn't matter about how many times I talk. And it's just like when you have a problem with someone, if you can't go to the person that you have the problem with, then it's never resolved. And I've always felt like that.
It's just like, and even with your Babylon mom, we realize there's a certain point that you can get to, and that's the limit. That's it. And so it's no use of dealing with them at all.
Exactly.
Listen, man. Every woman is crazy. If you are going to get with a crazy woman, make sure she got a job. Make sure she got something to offer. Make sure she got a house, a car. It ain't got to be all of these things, but let it be one of them. Don't fall in love with the crazy broke bitch. This doesn't go anywhere. It is all doomed to fail. You can't find a bipolar bitch that already getting a check, or find a crazy bitch, that's working at Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's crazy bitches that's GMs. Crazy bitches driving the bus. I'm just saying. Nature Boy. Right, you can find you a crazy bitch that use soap. Right, Eliana, look, man. We already see it coming. And that's why I went to his show. I said, bro, we trying to show you, man, this shit is coming. This shit is coming. All right? Look at me as a red alert sign. All right? I could be wrong. You look, all this shit could work out. Look, if this shit work out, I will gladly come back on your live stream and tell everybody how wrong I was. I promise you I will. I come on that bitch and say, you know what? I said y'all niggas wasn't going to work out, but y'all did. All right? But I am looking at a woman that said publicly that she has visions of killing you, nigga. And you talk about the shit we say? Okay? She had a clear vision. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. I love myself that much that you ain't gonna kill me in my house. You are not gonna kill me in my house. And now you done already told me you done had visions of killing me in my house. Bitch, you sleeping in the tent with Pikey. Oh, you gonna kill me in my sleep, bitch? Oh, tell you what. All right. You go camp up with Pure. All right. You can either pick Cavalier or Tron. Pick a dark-skinned nigga. I don't give a fuck. Pick a dark-skinned nigga. You gonna kill me in my sleep, bitch? Is that what you gonna do? You gonna kill me in my sleep, bitch? No, see, look, we gonna drift. See, Nature Boy let that shit slide. He let that shit slide. She said that shit, and it was like water under the bridge to this nigga. This bitch said publicly she was gonna kill you, bruh. Okay? And you still talking about I love this bitch. Oh yeah, nigga. She got you on a string. Look, her head is up. His head is down. Who's in control here? Her head is up. His head is down. Who is in control here? I go off of body language, my nigga. I ain't looking down at the flow. My wife done fucked up. I ain't looking at no goddamn flow. What the fuck wrong with you, man? Shit.
Hello. Information to apply to our lives to get over them and to
And never jeopardize your moral code, no matter what your emotions are.
That's very big because your morals, the morals keep you in tune. They keep you aligned. They keep you balanced. And so even if you have the urge out of emotions to sin or to go against natural law, you couldn't because you're so tied to your morals.
She's the boring part of the show.
You can never go against the code because you will never break them. You'll never break those morals. And I'm thankful that you gave that to me because without the morals, I mean, you see what's going on in the world today. In Babylon right now, you have people who don't have morals and they're just doing any and everything that they want. Like worse than me. You know, everybody's looking at me go through this, but you have people that are already in jail. You have people that are already in psychiatric wards taking medicine because of their traumas or because of, you know, something psychologically that's going wrong with them and they're not receiving help from it. You know, I speak for all the people that are in the psychiatric wards. I speak for all the people that are in jail because they didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to come up out of it. They didn't have no one to sit by their side. They didn't have an OG to sit next to them and get them out of it. They didn't have the rules and principles that
I'm sorry, baby.
To overcome.
I'm sorry for hitting you.
To keep them
That's all I hear.
Ever go out of
That's all I hear. Come on, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. That is, look, all you hear Eliana saying is, boo. Come here, boo. Come here, boo. I'm sorry. Let me rub your shoulders. Let me rub your shoulders. Come here, boo. Did I hurt you? Come here, boo. You want some head? I got you. Come on. Come on. You be all right. Come on. All right. Eliana, all right. Eliana, no, she got all her chips in a row, man. Okay. You bitch. There's your boy's a bitch. All right, you pussy whip. You will always be pussy whip. You will always be pussy whip, my nigga. Yeah. All right. Oh, baby, are you sitting on the puppies and stepping on them? You better stop that.
You know.
All right, you said they both whipped. All right, what are you talking about? He gonna hurt her. He ain't gonna hurt her how? All right, she the one with the goddamn scissors. Okay.
We ain't gonna be live for much longer.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh. All right. Look at that. Champion Eliana sitting there. Eliana actually looks pretty goddamn good right there. You know, she look a little healthy. She got, you know, the anger out. She look a little bit better. All right. Okay. Yeah. Are you relapsing over there? It looks like a little bit of relapsing. Oh yes. Ike and Tina. Ike and Tina in nature. All right. Ike and Tina in nature. Yeah, let me walk away from her. Let me walk away from her like I'm still tough. Let me walk away from her because I'm still tough. I'm still tough. All right. Okay. All right. I'm back. I'm still chief.
I want to address something.
Go ahead.
Because everybody keeps saying, next Friday. You don't know what that means? Next Friday? It's like people say that I lash out every Friday. It's like every Friday.
Nature boy ain't laughing. Nature boy ain't laughing.
Even though
he is the victim of that lashing out. It's not funny to him.
Friday's almost here. Please don't. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then I wind up doing it. And I just want to address that because I want people to understand something.
Right. Today
I'm
is
getting myself shown
today. She lashed out on Monday, so that's not true.
Fast. The same time next year from now, I won't be in the same position. I'll be way much more than this.
Hopefully you won't be in a prison cell.
Funny, and I'm going faster than anybody in Babylon. If you're in Babylon, you're growing at a very slow rate, so you're not able to see yourself. You're not able to have an episode every Friday. You're having episodes every 3 years, and to the point where you're continuously just living in Babylon and not being able to get over your traumas or grow from whatever it is that you need to grow from as fast as
well, look, unfortunately, I know this ain't bringing no donations in.
Really, truly,
all right,
get you to point A to point B. And what you're seeing before you is a constant evolution to grow at a very fast rate, capsule in a very short amount of time. And you're seeing me go through the ups and downs of healing myself through whatever it is that I'm going through those moments.
We don't believe you. I
just want to encourage you, if you're ever in my situation.
We don't believe you.
In a position that I'm in.
You said you were going to kill Nature Boy. I'm sorry.
Moment that you lash out,
I'm gonna watch you after that.
Overcome it and heal.
You said you was gonna kill that nigga.
The faster you fail, the faster you grow. The faster you don't fall or you don't fail, the more stagnant you'll be. The less you'll have time to grow. And that's
all right. Hey, look, just my opinion, y'all. If somebody tell you they about to stab you in the chest, you don't keep sticking your dick in that. I mean, that's just not. All right.
Hey, what's up, family? How y'all doing?
Good.
Peace. Eliana, how you doing?
Yeah, Eliana, how you doing?
Peace. So, I've been watching you guys for like a good 3 years or so. I've actually spoke to you before you had the baby. We was kind of discussing a little bit, just from like natural birth perspective, because I had my children natural as well. But I was watching, this past couple of days and everything, and honestly, like the past couple of weeks, and just how you've been reacting to a lot of things, I could relate to it a lot in a lot of ways. And a lot of women, like, Chief made a good point. He has said, women sometimes go from zero to cuckoo. And it's because we're very like emotional, and sometimes we don't know how to express it in those moments of frustration. But like you said, you are growing right now. Like you're like really, honestly, you're forced to grow right now, because you have like, not only do you have Chief to kind of constantly reflect you, like the masculine side of you, but you have your sisters and you have your brothers as well. So I do feel like, in a sense, you are growing much faster than a lot of people in Babylon, and I feel like you're coming to a point where you're just not gonna be the same anymore, like in a good way. Like I feel like you're really about to be on some like savage shit. Not like in a bad way, but on some like, yo, I can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to say too that like, you know, don't be discouraged about like, you know, when it comes to like how you react to things. You know, I actually wanted to pick your brain a little bit just to kind of really understand, you know, like, because, you know, is there anything that you find to kind of help you, you know, when you are feeling down, like maybe you read or like, you know, write, or I know you have such a creative space at one point in time.
Oh
You still
shit,
have that
we
space,
strong.
or like, what do you do for yourself to stop yourself from getting to that point? Because sometimes it's not up to the next person, because we can't control everybody. We can only control ourselves to a certain degree, right? So what do you do in any of those given situations to like stop yourself from getting there?
So
getting to that point of no return.
Right. You are right. Just to address everything that you said, you are right. Like, I am coming to this moment in time where I'm just like, I can't keep doing this no more. Like, you're just about to see a better version. You're about to see a woman, you know, like, you've seen a little girl. You've seen that. You've seen me. Now you're seeing me transition into a woman. And there are going to be different things that you're going to see. And as far as my creative space, I do still have my creative space. It's just that because I have so much Aquarius energy, this is where I need to focus my energy. I have 6 planets in Aquarius. I can be all over the place. I dibble and I dabble with everything. I have many different avenues that I can express myself from. So when I have so many thoughts about things that I want to do that I can never have I can never put them into practicality. I can never bring them down to earth and manifest it, because I have so many thoughts, especially when it comes to my traumas and fears and things like that. It's so up in the air for me that I can stay in the air and I can't bring it down to reality to actually channel that energy through. So that's why you see me go through my moments where it's just it's just like all over the place, because it's literally like that in my mind. It's just all over the place. So what I've thought about, what I actually have actually taken the initiative to do, and then also sometimes, you know, my creative space can get a little bit preoccupied with baby Eliana. So I'm learning how to utilize not give Eliana the energy, like the negative energy, but learn how to channel my frustration and my anger into motherhood. Like, I'm trying to find a way how to incorporate that as an avenue, because having a baby is very helpful in those situations. Because if I stay connected to baby Eliana and I just always stay connected to her emotionally, like, I just forgot that she's there. Like, it's just like blank, like just like.
And you know, another thing too, like women, like, I'm not saying we rule everything.
For those that didn't hear what Nature Boy said, he said, "Why didn't you think about the baby?" And she said, "I just forgot that she was there. I just forgot that she was there."
So let me know.
Okay, we'll be right back in 5 minutes, guys. Hang out.
All right, peace.
All right.
Let me give them a nice little view. Be right back.
Where are the slaves? Are the slaves in the tents?
Yeah. That's a good view. We'll be right back.
Oh, y'all about to get it in? Yeah. I guess they had to go do a quickie now. All right. That's right. The grass isn't greener on the other side. Do you see? You look at that beautiful view, and you have a woman trying to kill you on the inside of the house. It kind of takes away from the beauty. All right, doesn't it? It no longer becomes beautiful. All right. Well, we don't see any of the slaves yet. I don't think Nature Boy is digging the new hairstyle of Eliana. All right. So my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah, yeah. You know. Nature Boy might want a little growth. I mean, the hairstyle does kind of make her look like a boy. He is having flashbacks right now. All right. Oh, oh, oh! Look, they're making beats. They're making beats. All right. Yeah, they're making beats. Listen to the beat. All right. All right. He said he got PTSD. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. Oh man. I don't know. Ain't nobody watching Disney. What's so weird is on how quiet it is. Like Ra, Efaru, where is everybody? Like it's literally dead. No Sheba. All right. Do y'all notice that? Like there is no life movement in that house. No Aya. All right. Look, man. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Wally Martin. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's an awkward silence. Like niggas walking on eggshells for real. Niggas is in that bitch walking on hard eggshells for real. All right. It's like there's no clouds in the sky. It's a beautiful day. And all these niggas is in gloom. All right. I just think. Oh, okay. Oh, there go Solar and Mom Ra. Yeah, thank you, Nature Boy, for zooming in. She's so fucking dark. Thank you. Thank you. Damn, that was like a Where's Waldo like poster. Oh shit. Like that was Where's Waldo. That was awesome. Well, of course he watches VicDamoane. All right, he needs opinions from Babylon. At least honest opinions. At least I'm honest. At least I'm up front. All right. At least I say, hey, Nature Boy, that motherfucker tripping. He might not like that I said it, but then the shit come out any motherfucking way. All right. Right. Watch me, watch you.
What's going on?
Right. Damn. We couldn't see nobody. We looking out there like, where the fuck is
reflections?
Shit.
Peace.
And that's
so I just had a couple of questions for you, Chief. And I wanted to talk to Nana also.
Hold up.
The first question for you.
My side note. Look, I told him Ra was no good for him. I told him Eliana was no good for him. All of my predictions have come fucking true. You might not like how I say it, but damn it, it's still a fact. It's still a fact.
No. Me and Ra is not, after being with her, you know who you could be with when you know what I mean? I think like...
Yeah. Come on, let's talk about Bum Ra. Let's talk about Bum Ra.
Well,
from third.
What is it going to be like? Have you thought about what it's going to be like with your other wives now that Nana is your student? Like, how's Nana? How are you going to handle that?
Good questions. One day at a time.
Yeah. One day at a time. I'm going to continue to be me. And just like in nature, everybody's position is accumulated or measured out just by the animal being who they are. And so I'm going to just be who I am and be myself. And then that's just how we're going to deal with that. And I would expect everybody to be themselves as well in the process.
Okay. Can I ask another question?
I'm gonna say this publicly. Like, when I love deep and I love strong.
What you say?
Not when I love deep and I love strong and I'm committed all the way. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I love somebody, I love them. It's not easy for me to stop loving you when I love you.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you really love her because you bend the rules for her.
Yeah, facts.
I'm not
facts. No, yes you are. Yes you are. Yes you are, nigga. See, that's the lie you just told.
But I haven't kept.
Oh, you a lying ass. You lying ass.
It might sound silly to you, but I seen y'all eating earlier, right? And I thought the students eat after you and your wives. You spend a lot of time.
No, the only.
You spend all day with Nana.
Get him.
And she just your student.
Get him.
Well, she need me.
Get him.
Beyond that.
That's right.
I can't just.
You whipped ass nigga. Shut up.
Come on, man. You know what that means.
Shut up.
That means we're not together.
Shut
That
up.
doesn't mean that I'm not still
You
here. Right now,
we don't want to yet.
After yesterday, for healing. You know, let's not act like it's not the time for healing right now.
Oh,
true. And that she needs me right now to get through this. What am I supposed to just
do what you did with Ra? Do what you did with Ra.
I didn't need. She need to be embraced. See what I'm saying? And in these moments, we don't. You know, although I'm saying she's my student, I still want to embrace her. Because I know that she needs me right now in these moments, these crucial moments.
Boy, that love gonna get him killed.
That behavior is not rewarded.
That love gonna get you killed, Nature Boy.
And so it's a thin line between discipline and support.
No, love and hate. Not discipline and
emotional support.
There's a thin line between love and hate.
And I wanted to ask you, Nana. There was a live where everybody was saying that Joy was mentally unstable. Do you think it's fair to say that you are mentally unstable?
Well, see, in that live, you know, because the way Joy perceived what I said was very misconstrued. I didn't mean to bash her when I said that she was mentally unstable.
No, I understand
that. Just pointing out a weakness that she had to validate what I was saying in that moment so that she can step back and take a look at herself. And yes, I said that, and I do have that same aspect within myself. That's how I was able to point it out in Mama Joy. And me and Mama Joy have talked about that, and we both see that within ourselves, and we both want to grow from that aspect within ourselves, and we constantly encourage each other and then support each other within our instability in our moments when we are, or when we seem to be unstable in those moments mentally.
Yeah. Okay, so the little situation that happened yesterday, everybody was saying that Chief hit you. I could clearly see what happened, and I clearly know what you going through because I went through. I'm 40, and so I went through this a lot of years ago. And when you counseling everybody else, Chief, who counsels you guys' relationships? Like, do you think that maybe there's something that you might want to open up with?
Nah, not at all. Nah, I self-correct. I'm self-taught and I'm self-made. I want everybody to hear that. I want y'all to know one thing about me. It's something very rare, but I'm self-made and self-taught. I've learned through life. Everything is my teacher. You are my teacher. The things you say, the things that you say, even the most stupidest thing you can say teaches me something. Life teaches me in the moment and inspires me in the moment. Everything I learn from everything at all times. So I'm self-taught. You understand what I'm saying? That's what brought me where I'm at. I'm self-taught and self-learned. And this is self-counseling. We're doing our counseling on our own. Y'all can go to a white man if y'all want, or go to the white system if you want. But we have to.
No. I'm talking about within your nation. You don't deal with nobody outside of your nation.
I'm venting right now, talking it out. If it wasn't for y'all, we would be in a group right now in a circle talking it out. But we decided to go live to clear the air on what was said about me as far as abusing Eliana, and also letting Eliana get out her side and people get more information because of the video was such a short clip that was put out. I feel that it's necessary that we stay live this long today so that people could call in and see what the fuck really going on, and they could feel the energy here themselves. Rather than assume some shit.
Right.
Like I was saying to you, Eliana, I'm 40, and I know that you're a young woman, and you don't get through it. But I think what is happening with you is any resolution. This keeps it's like y'all going through the same thing over and over and having the same result.
I said
so she just get worse and worse with her temper, right?
Yeah,
maybe she can. I heard her ask for her own tent. I know that's out, but do you get the time, Nana, to go off in the yard by yourself, do some meditation, so you can think clearly?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, what you say?
I said I do. I do get the time to myself.
Plenty of time.
Okay. All I really wanted to, say to you guys, Nana, think through it. You know what you need to do.
What does she need to do?
She needs to think through tantrum thing over and over. It's repetitive, and so it becomes insane. And that's what we literally seeing happen to her. We seeing her go insane.
Facts.
And it's not healthy for her. It's not healthy for the baby. I mean, it's not healthy for anybody.
It's not healthy for Nature Boy.
You got other people there that shouldn't have to go through what this girl is going through.
Oh, that was rough.
And maybe you should talk to your father one-on-one without everybody watching.
That was rough right there. Oh, that was a rough.
We need to do it with everybody watching so we can just kill the vibes on why his man going live every goddamn day asking for donations and feeding off the shit.
I think the man just really loves his daughter. I honestly do. I think he really loves his daughter.
What?
Yeah, she
and
trolling.
I think that
she trolling.
You are too controlling over these women.
She trolling.
And that's why she going insane. That's why she going insane.
There you go, your true colors.
Think about it. The same thing over and over is insane.
Let me say something.
Bye, biz. He hung up on her.
You lack self-control. That's
he
why
hung up on her.
You want to be in your life.
Nah, I'm using a lot of control right now trying to talk to you.
Let me say.
Bye, bitch.
Learn how to do a fast.
So she didn't make it.
Here disrespecting me.
She didn't make it.
Respect within your own self.
She didn't make it.
So let's talk about self-control. Let's talk about control. You need more control over your own self and eat. And a lot of y'all women are like that. So let's cut it out. Okay, you ain't got shit to talk about at all. First of all, you was telling Eliana one thing, and now you switched over. To
come on, no, call in, Mayor. Please call in, Mayor. Please call in, Mayor.
Go
call in, Mayor. Go get him, Mayor. Please call in.
That's your motherfucking goals in life.
Hey, call that nigga, man.
Coward. I already way before it came. I felt it. I felt you was a fuck nigga when I knew it was coming. Like I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I felt it. Fat ass. Overweight. Have no discipline.
Hey man, what's going on with you? What's up? Who you gonna hustle on, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro? Everything good? I see you living life over there.
Everything real good over here, bro. What's good with you? What's up?
Man, everything, man. You know, hey, fuck what everybody's saying. Fuck what everybody doing. Keep doing what the fuck you doing, God. You hear me? Everybody's, nigga, they can keep saying what they want to say. Nigga, you living what you say you doing. You creating. Understand? Fuck these motherfuckers. Nigga, you your own God. You know what I'm saying? This is your village. You know what I'm saying? You the chief. You whatever you want to be. Fuck everybody else.
That's right. Hype him up.
Real talk. You heard me? Real talk.
Hype him up.
Hey man, you got a beautiful queen right there, man. Can I see her one time? I never see her. Hey, listen here.
God damn. Oh shit. I knew it was coming. Oh, they going to go get him. Oh, they on his head now. See, that's how you go. That's how you get the nigga, man. You go in there. All right, you put a little butter on some bread. Okay. Oh, Jesus. He said, hey, let me see your wife. He said, let me see your wife. Jesus. These niggas, man. God damn. Oh yeah, go ahead. Push that button. Call Nature Boy right now. Phone lines is open in the jungle. All right, go talk to the chief like I did. The lines is open.
Customer service, that's how I deal with it.
God damn it.
I got customer service skills.
Yeah. Phone lines open.
Hold on real quick.
Oh, see.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
We good. How you feeling?
I'm straight. I'm not none of that old bullshit y'all be doing. One thing I want to say is, Eliana, you a dumbass.
Eliana, you a dumbass. Oh, she didn't make it either. You got to be smoother than that.
You sad as fuck.
Yeah, see, you ain't gonna make it. You trying to run down there. You trying to run down there and fuck one bull. You gotta walk down there to fuck them all. You gotta walk down there to fuck them all. All right. I'm just saying.
What's up?
Peace, God. What's going on?
I'm good. Just want to ask you some questions on this dark frequency stuff.
Yeah, what's going on?
So what's the concept of what God is?
You tell me.
And I'm asking you, you're the teacher, man. Don't be like that so quick. Let's build. Let's build.
Get your house in order, man.
Get
your house, man. Don't build. Let's clean.
Oh no,
let's clean, nigga. That house was dirty. You need to clean your house. I'm serious. Clean up your house. Got your son sitting in that dirty ass house. That's not build. That's clean. You have no time to go clean your house.
Oh Jesus!
Hello, good people.
Who's good?
Oh,
how are you, Eliana?
Hello. Yes, hello.
How are you? I'm glad to talk to you today.
Yay.
I'm Nature Boy Chief.
Chief.
Is she going to be your chief this again?
Maybe.
Are you going to be his chief this again? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, are you going to reflect on y'all two relationship again?
Excuse me?
Are you going to reflect on y'all two relationship?
Oh, Nature Boy brutal today. Nature Boy is brutal today. Oh,
nobody talks no more. They're supposed to be getting off of work now. They Babylon job. They supposed to be getting off the plantation.
Oh, look, nobody's making it today. Come on, man. Somebody make it. Somebody make it. Oh, shit.
Can you guys hear me?
Those ain't my people. Shit. What's going on?
Not much. I just had a few questions for you guys. How do you deal with, because I don't catch you all the time, but I do see you. How do you deal with the relationship?
Oh, her signal's bad.
You're in a different setting, different lifestyle. And by the way, I am your people.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay.
What did you say again? You broke out.
How do you guys deal with relationship issues that may come up, whether they be jealousy? Like, how do you deal with them in a different way than people in so-called Babylon would deal with them? Because they seem very relatable.
Yeah, internet is really bad. It's breaking up.
Man, you heard what she said. Answer the question.
All right, let me go somewhere else.
Oh, Lord. You heard what she said.
How do you deal with the relationship issues that you guys specifically jealousy, possessiveness that, we all deal with out here in Babylon? How do you guys deal with those differently than we would? Because a lot of the reactions seem to me very familiar, Very relatable.
They're supposed to be relatable, but there's a difference. See, Eliana's owning up to her actions. Most people, they get upset and they don't. They blame and they point the finger. She's not doing that. The difference is the fact that she's taking responsibility and saying, you know what, I was wrong. It's not about how you feel. It's about how you get back up. Most people will never be able to self-reflect and say, look what I did. I did this wrong. This is how you know she's going to grow. Because she continues to understand what she did wrong in the situation, unlike people in Babylon.
Mm-hmm. And would you agree that at the end, as long as you're owning up to everything, every decision that you make and every choice that you make, as long as you owning up to that, there is no victimhood. There is nobody to be upset at but yourself.
Yeah. Well, if you can understand, I don't think that she's upset with her father more than she's just analyzing the triggers of what's going on psychologically for her from her traumas in that relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? No one's blaming her father. We're just acknowledging, not blaming, acknowledging the trigger, what triggers and what's the reason behind the episode so that we can pinpoint what was wrong so that it won't happen again. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, amen, Nature Boy. It is not right for a woman to put her hands on you. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my women in the chat room. All right, spousal abuse is wrong. It is not right for you to be picking up weapons, trying to stab Nature Boy. Talk about stabbing this nigga in his chest. All right, putting the baby down so you can go and fight and shit. That ain't right. That ain't right. All right. Nature Boy is a victim. Look at his face. All right. This reminds me of Costa Rica all over again. All right. This is Costa Rica all over again. We looking like, goddamn, this nigga ain't getting out. They got this nigga locked up. All right. He has the look on his face right now. It's the same goddamn look he had when he was at the airport and they was telling his ass he was going back to the jail. Okay, look, man. Okay, fuck that. Look, Nature Boy, I am coming to Instagram later on. All right, we gonna straighten all this shit out. We gonna straighten all this shit out.
And then out of nowhere, a friend of mine is out there with you guys. Just flicking it up on Instagram.
Surviving Eliana will be the name of the stream. Surviving Eliana, nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Rel?
All right.
He is.
First of all, let's be clear here. Nature Boy has never lost a female fight in his career. Just because he lose his first one, everybody want to go against him. Everybody want to say, well, he can't control the females no more because this little 5'1" bitch then whooped his ass. Look, like we talked about on the show. Look, nobody's flawless. Nobody's flawless. All right. When he was fighting, he was winning them fights. He was winning them fights. All right. But sometimes you come across one female, all right, they got a quick jab, a right hook, a headbutt. All right. Damn, she got hung up on too. Damn, Nature Boy. All right. I done seen plenty of 4-foot females whoop on niggas 7'5". All right, y'all ain't being real.
Hi guys, how are y'all doing?
All right.
Good. What's going on?
Good. Eliana, I love your hair, by the way, honey.
I
think that's a good thing that you chopped your hair off and started over. Because I know that when I was going through the same similar situations that you was going through, and I actually cut my hair off too and started over. So I just want to tell you that I like it, and I wish you guys the best, and I hope y'all get back together. Can y'all hear me? Am I coming in clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you clear.
Good one, baby.
Okay. So, I mean, from here on out, what do you guys plan on doing? Are y'all going to get back together or?
Bye, bitch.
We don't know.
Watching.
We don't know.
Oh. Woo. Oh, man. Y'all ain't shit. Damn, y'all. Oh, just twisted knives in this shit. Y'all throwing knives. So many knives. Oh, my God. They are throwing.
Okay, I'm here. My reflections. I just wanted to say that I haven't been here following you guys for a long time. I don't really know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you put your cigarette away?
Sorry.
I'm thankful for it.
I just wanted to say that I love what you're doing. I love your mind, the way that you talk, the way that you speak is so refreshing.
Oh, I love it.
And I don't know what's going on with you guys just from tuning in right now. I just
love you, Nature Boy.
Whatever it is, you guys can work through it and not, and for Eliana not to beat yourself up too much about it.
No, stop. No, she's not beating herself up. Stop. No, Eliana, you are going to stop beating up Nature Boy. You are going to stop screaming, trying to attack him, pull knives and scissors and shit. All right? That's what you are going to do. The attacks are going to stop, Eliana. Nature Boy ain't even swinging on you. This ain't right. This ain't right. Nature Boy ain't even swinging on you, and you coming fighting and shit. All right, this, that, the other. All right, when you got that much balls, you could have just took the van and pulled off. You could have just took the van and pulled off. All right, you ain't got to be violent. You want to leave, bitch, leave. Ain't nobody stopping your ass from leaving. All right? Like real talk. All right? Women attacking men is not right. I don't give a fuck how big Nature Boy is. There ain't no right you got to sit there and beat on him. All right? Don't beat on him. Okay? Hell yeah, they still going live. Nature Boy is going live because he is a victim. All right? This is some victimization type shit. Okay? All right. I'm just saying. Now I don't even know if Nature Boy going live, man. He needs to go ahead. He needs to go ahead and get some reflection. Get some peace reflection. Damn. Whew. All right. He letting the pain out. He letting the pain out right now. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Now I got to go into the studio. Yikes. We're going to let the phone charge up, okay? And we'll come back. All right? Damn it, man. So much, and much more. Okay? We're going to let the phone charge up, pop into the studio. I don't think we leaving. We just switching up sides, y'all. Stay tuned. The saga continues.